initial impetus of starting the student-to-student music project was as a result of observations that were made working at Wally's. I noticed that the kids who play instruments seem to be well-rounded individuals. They seem to be have a certain level of discipline about them in terms of completing tasks and finalizing tasks.
College right now. I was in the Boston Public School just like you guys.
I'm the Family and Community Outreach Coordinator for the Elihu Greenwood Leadership Academy. The overall goal is to build parents' leadership capacity as well as help nurture the academic leadership skills for students. I think it's very important that our young Black boys and Latino boys and girls see, African Americans or Latinos that are doing positive things and look like their siblings, family members, just people in the community, even people that's on television, but really have goals and are really doing things. One of the components rather for the actual program was that the musicians would talk about their life experiences, what do they have to do academically to get to where they are, and how education is involved.
I remember when I was my first time at elementary school, and I used to sit down in class and I play basketball, and everyone was like, "Why don't you go play basketball? You seem like you're a superstar." But I just didn't want to do that.
But when the kids saw him, they're like, "Oh wow, he's tall." But he talks about how he got a full ride to play basketball at school, and he turned it down because he wanted to pursue music. So I think for a lot of kids, career-wise, that was perfect for them, because that lets them know that, you don't necessarily have to be in the entertainment industry. Some of our students were probably the most behaviorally challenged students were just in amazement and just was just staring at him, not giving anyone a hard time because they were just so enthralled in everything that was going on. And I think for me that was just a big highlight. A lot of the students, just even when they were doing the whole segment, were quiet, attentive, and just kind of caught up in the moment of wow, that's really cool. They were just oh, Miss Williams, that's the best thing ever, and really appreciated it. And it was just this meant a lot to them.
Okay? Let the world hear what's in your heart and your mind. Please, all right? Let us hear it. One more time, please.
It's those little experiences that really do help inspire people down the line. It's seeing people every day that look like them, dress like them, talk like them, doing something positive. It's planting seeds that are gonna last a lifetime. Education in general is just a challenge, and I think that sometimes what people forget is that a lot of your social and personal development happens once children are in school. So the things that they see, the things that they learn, the things that they're exposed to all play out in their development. And I think that's why, since school's supposed to be the place that fosters that, this is why we need to make sure these things are there for them. It's a great program because you're making a huge difference in people's lives that are going to impact the choices they make in their adulthood.
I would say that having to apply myself to something for hours on end changed me, changed my drive as a human being. Someone who needs to study anything, read a book, any manner of studying, it kind of turned me on to that, because I was a person that couldn't really focus on anything. I would spend 20 minutes, and if it wasn't hitting me, I would leave it alone. And now I can spend maybe 4 to 5 hours on something, even if it's not getting to me yet. And I'm pushing on it until it does get me. incredible. I felt like with that tool, I could have conquered so much more. You know, now I'm prepared to take on more. I can digest more. I'm better. I'm amazing now. You know, that's the feeling I had. That's the feeling everyone gets when they, you know, they conquer that. They get away from that plateau and they keep climbing. That's a beautiful feeling. You know your life has purpose at that point, and you're not just doing nothing. You're not just stalling, or you're not just static in one position. You're moving. You're going somewhere. You know.